Long ago, on the fields of battle, in the year 2017, two men met to decide once and for all what the most metal things in the universe are. For there can be only one. What's more metal? With your hosts, and Weber, Nariko.
Hey everybody! Welcome to What's More Metal, the only podcast for two badass monster truck fucking comedians.
Yes. Yeah.
Pick the most metal shit in the universe. With me as always is my 10-year-old daughter to my surprise Cancun vacation.
Yay.
Daniel Weber. Yeah. Comedian Dan Weber over there. I'm comedian Nariko Watt. Right over this way, we have super metal producer Randall Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DJ BJ, the Midnight Rider, the Wizard of Wax.
Uh-huh.
The keeper at the crossroads.
C3MP3PO.
C Creepio.
Yeah. Worst one I've ever done. So, gang, if you don't know, this is the show, What's More Metal. Dan and I will pick two different topics each week, and then we both choose our choices for the most metal example of something in those topics. This week we are doing most metal Hanna Barbera cartoon character, and most metal, what was the other thing? Oh, Japanese game show. Sorry, I couldn't scroll down fast enough or think. So, Japanese game show. This one's going to be pretty fucking badass. I'm excited. When we say most metal, we also mean most kick-ass, badass, deadly, sexy, or whatever's killed the most racists. All of those things are incredibly metal, and we'd like to celebrate them with you. I don't know, before we get into that, we like to start off every episode with a little bit of good news that happened, kind of highlight some positivity, get a little posi-core with the news.
A little white metal, if you will.
Absolutely. And so, Randy, what do we got this week? What's some positive news?
Shit. Oh,
Nothing.
Actually, this is something.
There was an obvious choice. I don't know how this is fucking hard for you.
Oh, right. Forgot about
I thought
that.
we discussed talking about this at length.
Yes, so let's talk about that, and then I want to tag it with something fucking dope at the end. Rush Limbaugh's fucking dead!
Yay.
There we go.
Good job, Cancer. All right.
Yeah!
You know, most
Cancer's
of the
had
time,
a bad rap.
Yeah. Most of the time I'm not a fan, but today, this week, man, you came through, Cancer, and we really appreciate it.
Everybody needs to go out there and burn their fuck cancer t-shirts, because Broken Clock was right once again.
I'm bummed it wasn't COVID. I
Yeah.
have to admit, I wish it would have been COVID.
Yeah.
I hate the fact that every time some conservative fucking hate-filled pile of shit dies, a lot of people are like, "Oh, you can't speak ill of the dead." I'm like, "No, man, this time for sure you can.
Right.
You
The
can
hell
say,
I can't.
yeah, you can for sure. Like, besmirch that man's name. He was a fucking pile of shit."
Oh, do you guys want to go through a couple quotes?
No,
do we really-
we're all
Okay.
quite aware.
No, we don't have
Everybody
to.
knows
Everybody knows he said horrible, racist, fucked up
misogynist
shit.
shit.
Yeah, when he had that show in the 90s, he called fucking Chelsea Clinton a dog, and she was
Yeah.
like 13, and it's just like, way to go, man. Fucking, dude, fucking sucks. Just basically a tapeworm in the news media, like, just, just feeding on the shit. Horrible fucking. I thought it was so funny when that dude went deaf from doing Oxycontin. That fucking made me laugh so hard until he kept going on with his like, I don't need to hear. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, you've never listened a day in your life anyway, Rush. It doesn't matter if you can hear or not.
Fucking, yeah.
Can I tell you guys the story of the time he cost me a radio job?
Ooh.
Okay.
Yes,
So-
go on.
So when I lived in Eugene, Oregon, I worked at a place called K-Duck Radio. It was home of the Trailblazers, the Oregon Ducks, and the Rush Limbaugh Show. And my job was I would run the board from 6 p.m. till midnight, like 4 nights a week. And the Rush Limbaugh Show was not simulcast for them, so they recorded it. And I remember, like, while they were showing me, like, where the tape was and what to use it for, I was like, what happens if the recording is missing? They're like, well, that's never going to happen. But if it does, you can call this number. And it was a rotary phone because it was like 1993 or some shit.
Yeah.
So I worked there like a couple of weeks and I got the hang of it. So one night I decided to just do a lot of mushrooms before I showed up because I was like, fuck it, it's cool. It looks like the bridge of the Star Trek Enterprise, like all these buttons and dials and flashing lights. And there was a Blazer game, so I had to start the Rush Limbaugh show halfway in the middle because they showed the Blazer game first, then you start the Rush Limbaugh show when it would have been in the broadcast. So I tried to find where that was, and the tape was fucking blank. There was no sound at all, right? So because I was high as fuck, I was like peaking on mushrooms by this point. I was terrified because I remembered in my head there's that show WKRP in Cincinnati, if you're familiar with the sitcom. And in that, on the pilot episode, the guy who runs the station said the one thing that makes him homicidally angry is dead air. And I was like, oh shit. All right, so I'm going to get killed if there's any dead air. So I got to do something. And we had all of these, like, we had a station identification tape and 4 different public service announcements, 2 by Mothers Against Drunk Driving and 2 by the Mormon Church. And they were all 20 seconds apiece. The station identification was 5. And I'm like, all right. So what I'm going to do, because it's dead silent, it was silent for 20 seconds, I'm just going to play these tapes over and over and over again. And then somebody will hear it and figure out that something's gone wrong and show up to save my ass because this is all fucked up. So I did it, and I was like, I was so high, I was like pouring the tapes into the slot, like they were melting in my hands, and I was like looking at it, and it felt like I'd been doing it for an eternity. And then I looked up, and it was 10 minutes, and I was like, I can't do this anymore, and I just ran out of the fucking radio station screaming into the night and hid in some bushes. Now, as you might imagine, Rush Limbaugh fans, not the most accommodating or understanding people. The K-Duck Radio got threatened with multiple lawsuits because people couldn't hear the Rush Limbaugh show that night. Like, they got so much fucking hate voicemail. I did not get paid for the 2 weeks that I had because I cost them easily that much money. So yeah, my radio career was ruined because the Rush Limbaugh show did not record that day. And I hated him anyway, but I hated him far more after that.
Fuck yeah. Good. Like, you just did something great. That's another great thing acid brought us, you know? Like, that's like, it's like, oh, look at that. It does heal.
I will say that it's possible that the tape had sound on it and I was just high as fuck and couldn't hear it. Like, it might be that my brain was like, I'm going to reject all of Rush Limbaugh's shit regardless. You're never here. You can't listen to this now. So there might have been sound and I didn't hear it. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it was blank. But I could have just called, but I couldn't. I was trying to do the rotary dial on the phone, but the rotary kept melting off of the phone and the phone kept sliding across the fucking wall. And I was like, I can't dial this right now. I can't do this. I got to do something else.
That's incredible.
That's amazing.
Drugs are great, kids.
Yeah. Fucking Fraser Crane's in the booth. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, no shit.
Play the show. I'm just assuming.
I had Fraser Crane. I didn't know who that was at that time.
Yeah.
So, along with Rush Limbaugh's death, I wanted to touch on something else that's been happening on social media that's fucking dope. So in New York, there's a comedian named Tommy Marcus who runs the Instagram page Quentin Quarantino. It's a meme page. Mm-hmm. And 2 days ago, immediately after Rush Limbaugh died, he made a $100 donation to Planned Parenthood. And then he posted it on his meme page with a goal for everybody who follows his page of $10,000. 48 hours later, just going to refresh it to get the most recent number. 48 hours later, he
$10.
He has raised $696,493.25 for Planned Parenthood in the memory of Rush Limbaugh.
That's fantastic.
That is tight. That is so nice.
Shout out to Tommy Marcus, Quentin Quarantino. Fucking dope.
That rules.
Is awesome. I love it when people do that shit, where they give a donation in the name of some fucking pile of shit that died.
I love a good spite charity.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think
it's like hate
fantastic.
doing good, and I got to get behind that because that's the only way I'm going to do any good at all.
There's got to be a German word for that. You do something good out of spite.
Oh yeah, for sure. They got Schadenfreude. There's got to be something like that.
Yeah, it's like Schadenfreude, but
better.
But it's active. It's an active.
It's active shitting on somebody's misery, using somebody else's misery for performing good in the world, whatever that would.
I don't know. All of our German listeners, Achtung. Tell us what
whatever
what
that means.
I mean, attention, I think.
Yeah.
Look, I only know as much as Wolfenstein taught me. So that's all I got.
I only know as much as I got from Kelly's Heroes.
The Hogan's Heroes.
Hogan's Heroes, never mind. Yeah. Kelly's Heroes is a different movie.
I also want to do a little house cleaning. I wanted to say something. Last week, when Dan was doing Most Metal Slam Dunk, his backup was Scottie Pippen's 1994 dunk on Patrick Ewing.
Yeah. And
something we failed to mention was that Scottie Pippen, after he dunks all over Patrick Ewing and then stands over him like a badass, he walks over and talks shit to Spike Lee's face.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So fucking badass. If you watch that video, he walks over and then you see him walk over to the front row and just points in Spike Lee's face how about that? And it's so fucking awesome that I was really pissed off that we fucking missed it. Yeah. Or not pissed off, but I felt like we had failed.
I undersold it. I undersold what he had done. That's one of the greatest moments in NBA history is when he just demolishes a guy and then humiliates his biggest fan in the crowd at the same time. Because they did it in New York. I mean, they were in New York, which is even worse. They just fucking buried a dude.
So good. Also, after the podcast, my girlfriend brought up a romance novelist, whom I forgot to write her name down, but that she happened on by accident, and she has a romance novel that I feel like I failed to mention. It's a romance novel simply called Duck Fart, and
what?
Yep. It's called Duck Fart, and I feel like I failed in not knowing that existed in all of my research. Randy, are you looking that up right now?
I am working on it, yeah.
Okay, Duck
what
Fart
is it?
novel.
What is this? Do you have a synopsis of the?
Sort of. It's kind of like furry-ish porn, so it's people that can change into different animals.
Yeah.
So it's not animorph porn exactly, but these people have one animal they can turn into. So it's a lady as a cat. There's a guy that's like a dog, and then there's a dude that turns into a duck, and then they called the book Duck Fart.
Jade Buchanan. It is part of the Jade Buchanan. It is part of the Wolf Creek book series.
Yes, I believe Wolf Nut is one of the books out of that, which is also pretty great.
Wow. Yeah, there's Black Wolf and Duck Fart. Hedgehog's Delight.
Oh man!
Yeah. How do you not get that?
Which has got a very erotic cover of two men making out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
but Duck Fart though.
Wow.
Guys, we also got a new sponsor this week.
No shit.
Yep, pretty excited. Welcome to the What's More Metal family. So this is the copy they gave us here to read. Dan and Randy, from the makers of The Real Doll and the 1990s Alien Autopsy hoax video, brings you Area 69's Xenomilf. Why have sex with a boring old regular rubber Earth lady when you can experience something that's out of this world? Give E.T. your big D with Xenomilf. Featuring not 2, not 3, but 5 breasts and sizes of your choice. And not round. These are scientifically unlikely cubes with green hexagonal nipples. Xenomilf also features a laser-cut, obtuse-angled vaginal vortex. And this ain't your daddy's laser-cut, obtuse-angled vaginal vortex. Xenomilf comes with an extra-sensitive polydactyl claspers. Oh yeah. 2 buttholes, 3 heavy flow pee holes, saliva-proof toes, and a flesh saddle, 6 horns, and a 6-foot tail made of baby teeth. Xenomilf, show her your UFO face. Welcome to the podcast. Area 69.
That is tight.
And
Area
Xenomilf.
69. Honestly, one of the best manufacturers that we've ever had. On the show.
I mean, it is kind of funny. It's like, why are we trying to fuck the same old humans? You know, it's a brave new world out there.
Xenomilf. That is fucking fantastic.
And really, I mean, polydactyl claspers. I mean, come on.
Can't go wrong.
Doing it shark style? That's what I'm talking about. So yeah. Anyway, good for them to welcome aboard. Everybody I think they are $70,000. So probably the baby teeth. My guess. Also, they didn't do anything with the mouth, which I find odd. Kind of a failure of the imagination.
Just human mouth.
Yeah. Anyway, gang, this week we're going to be doing Most Metal Hanna Barbera cartoon and Most Metal Japanese game show. I think we're going to start with Japanese game show today. And to decide who gets to go first between Dan and I, we're going to do the most metal thing possible and roll 20-sided die. We're going to be rolling the What's More Metal brand 20-sided die that you can get on patreon.com. That is, the one says What's More Metal, and who gives a shit about the rest of it. We have t-shirts, we got stickers. Also, if you just donate $25 to any Black Lives Matter charity, we'll just send you shit. And
True.
Just let us know and we will send it.
We also, every month, we do a little movie watch-along, so you can, like, play the audio and watch a movie with us. We watch all kinds of horrible shit, so it should be super fun. Anyway, so, Randy, will you roll for me Most Metal Japanese game show? Here I go.
Yeah. Nariko, you got a 6.
You got it.
Dan, you got a 2. We're back, baby.
Yeah!
You're back to rolling great.
Oh, shit. Randy's never had a D&D character survive just making the character sheet. You're like, I rolled such a bad constitution score that they're in an iron lung being pushed through a dungeon.
He's the only guy that's ever rolled a character that was just straight 3s, like every stat.
God, it doesn't make sense. You get to throw one of the rolls away. It's impossible. Anyway, guys, so I get to go first. Most Metal Japanese game show. I chose a little. I think it was part of a larger game. Like, so looking these up, it was very difficult to really parse what was just one game in a larger variety show or what was like whatever. But this was, from what I could tell, this was a show called Orgasm Wars.
I did see that one.
From 2013. And now in this show, they bring in a professional porn star who says he can keep himself from coming for no matter what. He's got so much control over his dong. So the show brought in a ringer. They brought in a gay bartender from Shinjuku who runs a bar called Cholesterol. There's just so they brought in. So this is a straight porn star, and they brought in. I just love this so much because it's just basically like anytime it's like some dude's just like, I could do it. I mean, come on. I got my own system, and so basically the porn star stood behind just like a crotch height. Are you showing the animated GIF?
Right now, yeah.
Yeah, he's behind a little, just a crotch height panel, and this dude kneels down and then just proceeds to blow the living shit out of this guy. And I don't want to spoil it, but gay dude totally wins, totally gets that nut. And if you see him, he's got the DSLs. I mean, you're looking at it, you're like, that dude. And the horrifying sounds that are coming out from behind that that screen are it's like somebody's been a shop vac over some wet oatmeal. It sounds fucking crazy. I love that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Plus even that porn star, it's a great way to get blown for free. You know what I mean? Like, just be like, sorry, I can't blow. I can't nut from a BJ. It's physically impossible. No, please. All you, look, you cocksuckers, I just get out. All right, get in line. All right, we'll put money on it. Oh, I lost. I'm going to take a nap. I'm going to take a loser's nap. But that's just a crazy show on TV.
Yeah.
Where you're watching a dude blow a guy on TV. It was on national television.
Yes.
That rocks.
Yeah.
That is insane. But Japanese television is way weirder. Like it's weird what they are cool with and what they're not cool with. Like, like they're cool with like sex, but they also tried to censor a married couple kissing before the wife competed in a game show. They're like they like were shielding children's eyes and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, why the fuck? Why is this not? It's weird as shit.
Love is gross.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's true.
You can't show that shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm not being fucking whatever. To me, I'm just like super, like, it's fucking crazily progressive, but it's also so funny to just be sitting there and be like, to watch a guy get blown and try not to come is so funny. Like, just, no. All right, I will for a second, maybe. No, so funny. But yeah, so that's my choice. Orgasm Wars from 2013. By the way, the guy had a bar called Cholesterol, which I find also
that's hilarious.
Total. Yeah, that was a fun little nugget.
So, I'm going to go with a game show called Team Fight.
Okay.
It was a show where, like, essentially, like, pop bands, like popular rock bands, would fight each other in various ways. And the one that I saw, and I couldn't make a gif of it. They were hanging from bars over a pool of like mozzarella or some shit. Like it was like something stringy, but it was goopy and sticky.
Uh-huh.
And they would pick from drawers different types of shoes. So the one I saw was a guy picked out nunchuck shoes, and the other guy had saw shoes. And then they would hang from these bars and fight each other with the shoes until one person let go because they were fucking done. And it was just fucking hilarious. Like the guys who got, like, one guy had a whip shoe and the other guy just had big, like, gigantic high-heeled shoes. And so Whip Shoe was just beating the shit out of the other guy. And he's just standing there trying to fucking do something with his shoes, and they fall off finally. And then he just, like, gets beat enough to where he just drops off the fucking bar. And every time it's so weird that they're doing that shit. It's just so nonsense that I had to, I fucking loved it. I wish
Yeah.
I fucking
and
couldn't
falling
make a
into
gif of it.
mozzarella is like an extra level of definitely like higher levels of lactose intolerance there. The notoriously lactose intolerant people.
It might have been tofu.
No, well that just sounds good. If you fell into a big thing of tofu,
Oh God.
I might have a new thing, frankly. Thanks. You wouldn't nut if you had like tofu?
No.
I don't know. You don't think that's hot?
I think tofu
Silken
is
tofu.
fucking disgusting.
You ever just like, all right, liars? That's fucking great. So those are our choices for most metal Japanese game show. I chose Orgasm Wars. Dan chose Teen Fight.
Team fight, not team fight.
Oh, I thought it was teen. I was like, I'm just assumed everybody's like in high school. All right, Teen Fight.
Team fight.
So you guys, if you're watching right now on Twitch, go ahead in the comments right now. Decide, type in who your choice is. We'll at the end of the show, we'll reveal who you guys thought won. Then we'll put a poll up on our Instagram stories on Wednesday. Let you guys, if you're listening to it at home, let you guys also get a chance to vote. I have a backup. This one, Dan, if you can watch the GIF when it comes up. Actually, I'll send it to you in the thread. But this is a Japanese game show called Torei. And Torei is a show where you have to answer 7 questions before a machine mummifies you.
Yes. Yeah, I saw that one too.
It's fucking horrifying
It's
to watch
really
people
crazy.
just get wrapped up like over their face, mouth, nose,
Yes.
eyes. Just like,
And for the rest of the show, they have to stay in a sarcophagus while everybody else competes, and then they let them out at the end. So if you get mummified all the way, you're just put away for the fucking rest of the show.
they just surround you with 10,000 terracotta losers.
Right?
Watch you. I love, that's so, just dump your butt. You're like, people screaming, wet cotton in their mouth.
Yeah.
So fucking awesome. But yeah, I just, the GIF is just so horrifying.
It is so horrifying.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, just watching somebody get wrapped up. But yeah, that is my choice. That is my backup.
I like how they leave your hands free, though. You know, because in case you need them.
Yeah, well, we don't want you to freak out.
They don't want you to get scared while you're almost completely restrained.
Yeah.
So my backup is a show that the very first Japanese game show that I actually saw was this show. Mm-hmm. And I thought it was insane enough to warrant a backup. It's called Silent Library.
Oh, yeah.
And in it, contestants are sitting in a library, and various things happen to them, and they have to remain quiet. And the things that happen to them are completely fucking insane. Like at one point, they have somebody like fart into a tube and then put it over a guy's face, and he has to do nothing. They had a guy eat a giant chunk of wasabi, which is Japanese horseradish, and then just try to remain quiet. One guy got his nose like pinched, like just I mean they punish them, and if they make any noise at all, they're off the fucking show. And it's absolutely insane. Like I could not fucking believe what I was seeing.
Yeah, that one's really great. They made an MTV reboot of it.
Yeah, I think that's what I found.
Yeah.
And it's fucking
I guarantee the Japanese one is harsher because they have
probably real.
They don't care about like how injured you get, for example.
Oh yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah, that's a fucking great one. And I like all the cool little like imaginative like fucking pranks and stuff they come up with. Oh man, that's fucking great. I don't know. The only other I don't have a GIF for it, but there's I was just looking it up. There's one called what the fuck was it? It's slap ball, and slap ball is where a machine slaps you in the balls with increasing force.
Oh, right, that one, yeah.
And then you have to make it through. And that is some of the funniest when you see like a series of like basically like a picture like a seat like a fan tilted sideways to you, but then there's just rubber links of hose on it, and they're just coming at you, and there's just a guy going, "Arr!" And it's just like slap it, just whack it, like on your fucking beanbag. It's so funny. That show needs to come here. I would never miss an episode of Slapball in my life. Holy shit. That is, I mean, if you ever like just played a game of Slapball with your friends, it's hysterical. There's nothing funny here. My friend Aaron one time clapped me in the balls once. We were all just like standing around like at a show, at some like show. I don't remember who was playing, and it fucking sucked. And so when he wasn't paying attention, I took my shoe off, and and it was big floppy Converse, and I just like right in the dick, and he just folded up like a fucking lawn chair. It just was, and he went, "Oh God, whoa, oh, that was good. That was a good one. I cannot fault you." And then he barfed up his eye veins. I believe.
Jesus Christ.
It's so good. But yeah, I don't know. Dan, do you have any other backups?
Just a show called Sasuke, which is the Japanese version of Ninja Warrior.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dope.
Only because that show is fucking nuts. Like, like the people that win that are insane. I have no idea how they get through. Like, even the first round of challenges are batshit, and it just goes up. It escalates up from there. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So if American Ninja Warrior also kind of copies it, but I think the Japanese one is just a little more sadistic. Like they have less concern for human life, and they just make the challenges just that much harder.
I've watched probably all of those. I think they're so fucking awesome. And also Takeshi's Castle, which became MXC later on like UPN, but it's another one of those where people are running through an obstacle course, but it's the big like floppy one over water and shit, and it's more like for laughs, and they don't get like athletes on. It's just some guy who works at a food cart, and they're like,
yeah, right.
It's like he's got like a crayfish helmet. He just comes running through, and he just fucking gets blasted by like a rubber log on a rope. It just gets fucking creamed. Sure. It's fucking great. That show's fucking awesome. Also, and this didn't. It's a game show, and I wanted to bring it up. It's probably one of my favorite, but old school '90s Iron Chef is probably one of the best. Japanese Iron Chef is so fucking legit, like old school, because the stuff they make is so alien to my Western palate that it's fucking insane to watch. Like a guy's like. He's just like, he's making like ravioli out of fish dicks and shit. You're like, what the fuck? Like, it's like crazy shit. Just like, oh, it's just a cocktail glass full of like fish eyeballs or whatever. You're like, yeah.
Delicacy.
It's a mask made of eels. And you're like, that's not even food. What are you talking about?
Yeah, right.
Like, but it's so cool. Like, but I used to love it, man. Like, because the stuff, and they were so intense about it.
Yeah.
And
Also,
the guy who was like the judge or whatever, that was he was like, Iron Chef bite, and then he would just like it was like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
But culinary Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, culinary Shang Tsung up there. So good. Yeah. But I would highly suggest any of I've probably seen every single old episode of 90s Iron Chef Japan. I fucking loved it. So anyway, I think that's it for Most Metal Japanese Game Show.
Yes.
And that'll bring us to the next topic.
Next topic.
Guys, dude, if you were last week was so funny, where it's like next topic, and you're like, awesome.
Yep.
I should just not host. That's the
Dude,
that's
no,
the-
you
that's
should.
the deal.
It was great. It was so funny. Hey.
Yeah.
What's funny too is Winslow was there, had no idea there was a bumper, like didn't know what you were talking about.
Right.
And that I thought it was so funny. He was just like, "Why is he just
Why
shitting
is
all
he?
over himself?"
Why is he
over here?
Why is he excited right now, or pretending to be, or not at all?
Right. Oh,
Making
so
a
funny.
stab at pretending to be excited.
So I went first last time. Danny still versus this time on most metal Hanna Barbera cartoon character.
Yeah.
Hanna Barbera.
Hanna Barbera. So you can pick any one of the characters on this show. It doesn't really matter. But I'm going to go with the Berenstain Bears as the most metal. Any one of them, most metal cartoon character. Because they're a harbinger of us being in the darkest timeline. Like, it
That's
should be the Berenstein Bears. If we were in the Berenstein Bears timeline, none of this COVID wouldn't have happened. Trump wouldn't have got it elected. In that timeline, we all have free health care.
Yeah.
We all get to go to school. They fucking canceled student loan debt. All of that shit. But that's not what we got. We got the Berenstain Bears timeline. And in that one, every one of those bears fucked us in the ass a bunch of times. Like, we're just fucked only because we changed the name of the cartoon. And that's why just being the harbinger of doom makes any one of the Berenstain Bears the most metal cartoon character in the fucking world.
That's a great show. I mean, thanks a lot, Large Hadron Collider.
Yeah, right?
Shit. Shifting our damn timeline all fucked up. That's what, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, who knows what there was a time shift. Some guy was writing his own name at Ellis Island. So, Berenstain? Sure. Fuck it.
What's it gonna matter? And then Trump gets elected 20 years later.
Yeah. Just like there's somebody named Reality Winner in the news, and you're like, what is happening? So good. I definitely, yeah, Berenstain Bears. I saw that on the list. Pretty fucking great. Honestly, that animation style was so fucking, like, for them, those characters.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they were always incredibly 2D or incredibly, like, weirdly face-on that looked fucking horrifying.
Yeah.
Like, they just had two angles. And,
From the very side, perpendicular or parallel. That's all
Yeah.
it was. Straight
Yeah.
on or straight to the side, 90 degrees.
yeah, it's so fucked up. And then, yeah. The hair on their bodies was more of like an inkling. It's like, yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah, right?
You fill in the gaps with your imaginations, kids. Yeah, that's definitely, yeah, and creepy. Like, I always felt like it was one of those things when you read it where you're like, what is any of this about? Is always like, I lost a banana peel in the trash. I found it. Thanks, son.
Yeah, right?
That was 40 pages.
But I legitimately remember the Berenstain Bears. Like,
Yeah.
that's not even that is one of those things where I was like, as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh yeah, I remember watching the Berenstain Bears. I remember my dad saying, why are those bears Jewish? I remember that when I was a kid.
Racism knows no timeline. Really,
It crosses over every dimensional boundary.
yeah. Whereas, you know what I mean, like that's more solid than stone. Really, like that's
Yeah, for sure.
no. I definitely have a direct memory in my childhood of seeing it written as Steen and them saying Stain and me going, what? Why are they pronouncing it like that? Like I remember like seeing that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like in the commercial, like Berenstain Bears, and I'm like, that says Steen. Why are we?
Yeah.
But yeah, clearly some shenanigans. We got the timeline where Hitler survived being a baby. That's why there's no fucking time travelers. It's only this timeline. And they're like, fuck them.
Yeah, they were like, nah, man, they changed the bear's name. Fuck them.
Yeah. Yeah. We got the timeline where that jet engine fell on Donnie Darko. Ugh, fuck. That's a great choice, man. All right, my choice for most metal, Hanna Barbera cartoon character. You could flip a coin. I'm gonna go with fuck. I'm gonna go with Space Ghost, the 1966 cartoon character. I don't remember taking this one when we did Most Metal Saturday morning, but anyway, he's an invisible intergalactic crime fighter. He's got laser armbands. Hangs out with a little boy and a monkey.
Well, let's ignore that part.
What? That's fine. It's like international waters in space. You can do whatever. You could pal around with any weird combo of fucking fucked up shit. Look, he's not dead yet. Oh, wait, he is. He's a ghost. I like that he's a ghost. He's dead and in space. That's like two crazy things. How you gonna fight an intergalactic ghost? Can't do it. I don't know. Also, the Cartoon Network. Well, sorry, the Cartoon Network Space Ghosts were fucking hilarious and awesome.
Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fucking super funny, and I feel like it's one of the few Hanna-Barbera cartoons that's like, it survived. It's lasted through time. It's spanned. It's had many iterations, and they've all been pretty great. But yeah, I like that he flies through space too, and his cape whips around like there's wind. There's a lot of fun stuff about Space Ghost.
He also has a spaceship for some goddamn reason.
Yep. Why?
Like he can fly in space, but he's got a spaceship for a little while. Like, why are you bothering?
Yeah, maybe his body's not capable of light speed, or faster than light speed.
Who knows, man?
Yeah. Pussy. So, all right, if you're watching on Twitch right now, go ahead and put your choices, who won, was it Dan or I, in the comments now. Dan chose the Berenstein Bears, and I chose Space Ghost. Most Metal, Hanna-Barbera cartoon character. Dan, do you have a backup?
I do. I'm going to go with a character called Jabberjaw.
Oh, yeah.
Jabberjaw was Hanna-Barbera's attempt to turn an apex predator lovable, because Jabberjaw was a great white shark that was goofy, basically stole Rodney Dangerfield bits that he would repeat on the cartoon, and he played drums for a rock band. And I just think it's awesome that they tried to turn something that fucking terrifying into something goofy, and failed. Fucking You can't look at Jabberjaw and forget that he's a great white fucking shark, because he makes him so much bigger than every person around him.
Yeah.
Like even then they're just like, yeah, he's still fucking terrifying. They even show, every once in a while they show Jabberjaw's teeth.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, he could fucking eat all the rest of the band. Like, no, this is not okay.
I've got infinite rows of these things coming out.
Yeah, right.
I love Jabberjaw because he was like, a little bit of Rodney Dangerfield, a whole lot of Curly from the Three Stooges, and but yeah, and so he was like, and he was a huge killer that played drums. Yeah, Jabberjaw was great.
He was a murderer.
I always loved Jabberjaw. Yeah. I love how many of Saturday morning cartoons are just old comedy bits that they're stealing, like just riffing off.
Yeah, sure.
So funny. But yeah, that's a really great choice. Jabberjaw's a great choice. My backup is the character Chopper from Wheelie and the Chopper Bunch in 1974. Chopper is a anthropomorphic fucking motorcycle, like totally like a chopper motorcycle that has a red eyes and a Prussian helmet. So like, it's an incredibly metal concept of a character in probably the shittiest cartoon ever made. It is so badly made,
Yes.
so poorly drawn. Nobody, like, it's an anthropomorphic car that's in love with another anthropomorphic car, and he's being followed by 3 motorcycles that, yeah, you're gonna get you. And they drive around, and then, like, they're just super elasticy and rubbery, and it's like, man, who's going, boy, I really identify with these cars and these giant machines I can't drive now as a child. Like, it's very stupid. It was an incredibly, and it lasted one whole season in 1974.
Yes.
Wheelie and the Chopper Bunch.
Even a bunch of people on acid and cocaine didn't like it. So that's
Yeah.
no good.
But still, an anthropomorphic fucking chopper with a Prussian helmet and red eyes is pretty dope.
Pretty fucking metal.
His hands are the handlebars. So,
What? Get
yeah.
out. That's spoiler.
He
Spoiler
comes
alert.
oil. So, but yeah, terrible show. Every character had like a I'm not selling it, but it wasn't my main choice. So who cares? But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's my backup. I don't know. Do you have any others, Dan?
I have a couple, but we don't need to. We just move on.
I agree. And that's going to bring us to the polls. Hell yeah. So this is the part of the show where producer Randy's going to go check the polls from last week. Let us know who won and what the fuck happened. Randy?
Yeah. So last week we had Most Metal Dunk and Most Metal Romance Novel.
Yeah.
So Most Metal Dunk was between Daryl Dawkins and Spud Webb.
Yeah.
And with 70% of the votes, and we all knew how this was going to go.
Yeah.
It was Daryl Dawkins.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, of course. Again, to be fair, that was also my first choice.
Yes.
But Dan got the role.
It was one of the ones where it was like we should have probably taken that one off the table.
Truly did not even know this dunk existed before my research. So
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I didn't know if you'd find it. That's why
Yeah.
I didn't. That's why I didn't take it off the table.
totally fine. I mean, nobody told me there's a dunk where a guy eats a bunch of backboard glass.
By a
In his
guy
dumb
who
face.
claims he's from planet Levitron. Like the
Yes.
best part, not only did he shatter the backboard, but the guy behind it is insane. Like he's such a dope character. He's a good. I mean, watch interviews with him like 25 years later, and he's tied. He's a very cool dude.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Fucking really cool. I was very pumped on that, and it absolutely the right choice by everybody. I don't know. So and then wait, what was the other one?
The other one was Most Metal Romance Novel.
You're right.
And to fit it on my post-it, Bear was pretty easy, but it was between Bear and what I am dubbing Butthole Time.
Pounded in the ass by the concept of linear time.
Yes, that one. With 63% of the votes, goes to Bear.
Oh shit!
Correct choice. That
Damn,
honestly,
that's
like
awesome.
I didn't find the romance novel that had bestiality in it, but that's fucking crazy.
Sincere bestiality.
Yeah, not even
bear.
joking. They're not even joking. And a bear.
The Bear!
A bear.
I mean, a horse I get.
Yeah. Or a dog. But
They're
bears.
beautiful. Yeah, who doesn't love a dog? Horses are beautiful. A bear.
Jesus. That's dangerous.
It is dangerous. I haven't looked it up, but maybe they have like a really awesome dick. Like, do bears have like just a rad dick?
Did she get talon banged during that fucking in that book? Like just claw banged?
She got claw diddled?
Claw diddled? took his talon and just like fucking diddled her clit.
I don't know. Like, you ever see that in porn where like a lady's got like huge long fake fingernails and she's going at it, and you're just
No.
like, yeah, oh, you haven't, Randy? I used to have a joke about it, but watching a lady do that is like watching like a Marine do the knife hand game. You're just like, take it easy. Be careful. You're gonna fucking hurt yourself.
Right.
Jesus Christ, it's sensitive skin. But yeah, that's all right. That's awesome. I was really thought I was gonna lose to that of amazing title.
No, the book is hilarious.
Right.
He has a new one about the Brexit, but it's called "Pounded by the Pound." It's like how I got fucked by the economic ramifications of Britain leaving the European Union.
Oh my God.
It just that author is fucking crazy. Like
That's so funny.
he's making a ton of money just writing completely batshit stuff. And hats off. Hats off to Chuck Tingle, baby.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. You're making me want to read or learn how to. That's fantastic. So yeah, those are our choices. Thanks everybody for voting. Red, do we have any votes in for tonight's episode?
Yes, we do. So for most metal Hanna Barbera, it is going to so far go to Space Ghost.
Oh shit. Okay.
Good choice.
Right.
And for most metal Japanese, Jesus Christ.
Japanese.
Wow. Oh shit.
I know, like
Cancel.
like sounds horrible, but for no reason.
Yeah.
What the fuck? It is going to.
It doesn't make any sense, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
It can't really. But I also.
It's not racist because you just
it's not,
stumbled over words.
Yeah, exactly. It's not anything, but it really is. Orgasm Wars has taken it so far.
Oh, okay.
Orgasm Wars. So
watch guy get blown, dude. It's so like, you know what I mean? Like, okay,
it is
to
fun.
be fair though, in the world of blowjobs, I would think a dude would fucking have that fucking title. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have the equipment, you know what's going on. You know, fucking.
I don't
come at
know.
it with some
I don't
real
know if
intensity.
I don't know if that's
winner.
really true. I mean, having a dick and knowing how to suck a dick, I don't think those two things have anything to do with one another. I don't think so.
Really?
No.
Well, I mean,
because
okay,
I mean,
but you're gonna know certain things that you like.
yeah,
the
but
twist.
I mean that doesn't mean anybody else will like them.
The squeeze.
I don't think it gives you that much of a.
Go on,
I don't think it gives that much of a home field
Got
advantage.
some
is what
really
I'm saying.
fucking weird blowjobs, is what it sounds like.
The squeeze, the punch.
Please,
flick.
like, you know when you flick it or you chew on it.
You flick it a bunch. You give it the old crane claw from above. The old curious squid.
I like it when my dick gets gnawed. You're right.
Sorry, when I suck a dick, it's like Goku doing a Kamehameha. There's intensity. There's screaming.
Listen, I don't think that being able
I
to
charge up for an episode and a half.
I don't think being able to suppress your gag reflex is definitely anywhere gendered. Like if you
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Okay, so if you coming at it with you both. No matter what gender or any gender, you're going to come at the job at hand with intensity, with a serious, with professionalism, right? But I'm saying, you're going to have more of an advantage, I feel like, as a dude with owning the equipment and knowing where just it's having.
I don't know. It's like 90% enthusiasm anyway. Like if you just gotta fucking want it.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get them, but because I find them to be naughty. So
yeah, true.
I shun them completely.
Ugh,
you do it through the hole in the sheet if we do it at all. Something, between
Listen, you can't get a throat pregnant. So.
Between like a nice stall door. A hole in the wall. That's why I call it a glory hole. You keep Jesus between.
Glory of God.
Yeah.
Glory of God, yes.
I don't know. I hope I'm not getting myself into a fucking. I just think it's funny. I'm just giving that. All right, fine, fuck it.
This is a debate that's long standing. So
yes. We're on opposite sides of a debate that's lasted hundreds of years. Like,
this is as old as the tale of Gilgamesh.
Dude, it's as old as blowjobs. I guarantee it. It started the first time somebody put a dick in their mouth, and they're like, "I wonder if women do this better."
And then
men.
press that to clay tablets.
Yes.
In
Sumerian. It was just like, damn.
Yeah. They're like, fuck. You know what? Honestly, there should be a UFC for blowjobs. And I feel like, and maybe I should start it. Anyway, so that's going to bring us to the Ride the Lightning round.
Ride the lightning round.
Yeah! So, this is the part of the show where, producer Randy, did you ask in the comments? I always forget to bring it up. For the listeners, the viewers in the Twitch stream right now, which by the way, every Friday at 9 p.m. Pacific time, if you like, you could type in topics, and then at the end of the show, Dan and I, with no researching at all, instead of the minutes of researching we do before the show,
Yes.
we will have to just off the cuff come up with our choices for most metal example in that topic. So, do we have some topics right now, Randy?
We do indeed. Okay. I'm going to start this one off with the most metal toast topping.
Ooh.
Most metal thing that you put on your toast.
Most metal toast topping. Okay, will you roll for us real quick?
I will. Nariko, you got a 6 again.
Oh.
Dan, you got a 17.
Oh.
Most metal toast topping. Holy
Most
shit.
metal toast topping.
Oof.
I got one.
I don't know. I'm going to assume that we're just talking common that are like commonly used instead of just I've seen everyone.
You're just like, glass shards.
Well, no, I mean, I've been to a couple places that were like super fancy that had particular things that they put on toast, but I don't expect that to be something that is the norm.
I would say nothing that would cost more than like $10 at a restaurant.
Okay, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go butter and bacon jelly.
Ooh,
Because
Fancy Dan and his middle class fucking diet.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's like you can find that in a fair number of like fancy brunch spots where they have they make bacon jelly where they make
they
like
do.
jelly. And
Yeah,
that
it's so
shit
good.
is so fucking good. There's no there's no way that it cannot taste great. Like if you if sugar and bacon in like in a pectin, it's fucking amazing. Holy shit. Spread that on toast. Fuck you. That's good.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. I like the butters on there too, just to be like,
Yeah, of course, butter.
Hey,
you
have a
can't
little more
not
fat.
have butter. It's
Yeah, right.
toast.
that's true. All right, butter and bacon jam. That's a really cool. That's a good choice. I might need a decision on this. I'm gonna say cum.
That's why I asked about like whether or not it's a common thing.
All right, I won't choose that. But we've all heard of the game. Seen those gifs.
brunch bukkake? What are
You
we?
never heard of the? You never heard of the?
Brunch cocky. It's
Brunch
called. That's
cocky.
the-
You know what I'm talking about.
no, I fucking don't. I don't know
You
what
don't?
the fuck you're talking about.
No.
There's a game where everybody sits around, and it's usually around a cookie, but it can be toast, and you just jerk off, and then whoever, a bunch of people come on the thing. And then
Yeah.
the last person to come has to eat it.
Is that not a
You-
bukkake?
What?
No, bukkake is where you fill a like a dog cone around your neck with jizz, and then you try not to drown. I swear to God, that's the
So
definition.
it's a one-person game.
What? Oh, it's for no one.
No one loves it.
It's for no
I
one.
have
I
not.
want to search definition
I
of
know.
bukkake.
I know
don't
what
want
you're
to do that,
talking
though.
about, Nariko. I've heard of this, but it's like I've never known anybody to play that game.
Oh, right. I mean, like, who would
I
admit
know.
it?
I know that I've heard
my
people
stomach
talk
hurts.
about it, but like I've never heard a person.
Yeah,
play
I'm
it.
not gonna say that one, but I just thought that'd be funny. All right, most metal toast topping. I'm gonna go Vegemite because it's just the devil's ass crack wiped on your bread. It's so
That is
fucked
not
up.
okay.
It's
It's
yeah.
salty filth. I don't know
It's
how
a
they.
demon's taint scrapings. It's so fucked.
Vegemite is not okay.
It's so fucked. It's literally like, it's like, oh, what if I just reduced like soy sauce to a tar and then spilled a beer in it? That's
So gross.
almost exactly the flavor of Vegemite, and you're just like,
for sure.
just it's so fucked. Like, pour here if you don't want to know. Like, seriously, reduce a beer, like boil it down till it's just syrup, and then dump about half a container of Morton salt in it, and then wipe that on your toast, and then just take a sandy, crunchy bite into it, and that's Vegemite. It's so also it has the texture of like octopus shit. It's like it's awful. I hate it.
There's nothing good about Vegemite
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go Vegemite.
Vegemite.
Okay. So anyway, if you're listening on Twitch, go ahead and tell us who do you think won. Was it Dan's choice of buttered bacon jam, or was it mine? The Demon's Taint Scrapings Vegemite. I don't know. Well, let's do one more. We'll call it.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Let's go most metal barbecue side dish.
Barbecue side dish. This is good. Dan went first last time, so I feel like I get to go first
Sure,
this
of
time.
course.
Yeah.
Most metal barbecue side dish. Fuck. This is rough. This is a rough one. I love barbecue so
too.
damn much.
Yes, of course.
I'm going to go coleslaw. I'm going to go coleslaw, and here's why. It's just wet mayonnaise, and then all the veggies in it are like useless for you. Like you're like it's cabbage and cabbage. It's like it's literally like there's nothing in that entire like side that gives you any vitamins, gives you any nutrients. In fact, if anything, it steals a piece of your soul with every bite.
Yes.
And it's so good.
It's very delicious. Yeah.
It's so good. There's nothing in it. It's just poison. It's just a big sloppy wet pile of poison. Hey, can I get some fiber? Can I get some cellulose and fat, please? It's so good. I love coleslaw.
Coleslaw is delicious, but yeah, I get it.
You can't even have a barbecue sandwich without some coleslaw in that shit.
Especially pulled pork.
Yeah.
Pulled pork without coleslaw, what the fuck are you even doing?
Yeah, fuck, yeah. Get out of here.
Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck yourself. If you give me a pulled pork sandwich without coleslaw, I should be able to spit in your face.
Yeah. I should slap you.
Slap you with the bun.
with some Texas toast in my hand.
Yeah.
For sure.
So you
Mashed
picked,
potatoes on the back of my hand.
Yeah, for sure. So coleslaw?
Yeah.
That's what you got? All right. I'm going to pick potato salad.
Oh.
And the reason I pick potato salad is because I have if you go to a barbecue put on by black folks, you know if they like you or not if they hand you a plate of potato salad. Like if they made it, they hand you something they made, then you know you're in, like they like you. If they don't give you potato salad, then you know you got to do better. You got to not be a pile of shit and get in with the family so that you can get some of that potato salad.
That's fucking great. That makes sense too. You're like, I'm not giving him my potato salad.
Yeah,
This guy
dude,
doesn't-
like honestly, man, like I've the best potato salad in the world. I mean, honestly, fucking made by black folks. They know how to make potato salad. It's fucking delicious.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good by itself.
Yeah.
But that is like next level.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it makes sense. I definitely, yeah, man. Potato salad's so good. It's again, it's mayonnaise.
Yes.
And then a starch that is no value for your body at all. It's amazing. Then a little bit of mustard, some pickles.
Yeah, they got to make it. You got to spice it up a little bit.
No, it's so good. A little paprika. I love a good potato salad. That's fucking great. All right, so who do you guys think won in the comments now? Was it me with coleslaw? Was it Dan with potato salad?
Do you have
you know
a
what else
backup?
is? I do. I didn't. You know I do.
Yeah, I know.
Cornbread. Are we fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cornbread is the shit. It's the only, and then with barbecue is one of the few times you even get it. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's dinner cake.
Yeah, it's so good.
Dude, the one of the top 3 desserts I've ever had in my entire life was an apricot bacon cornbread.
Oh, we're going full circle.
God damn.
Apricot bacon cornbread with a dollop of maple ice cream on it, homemade maple ice cream, and then drizzled with bacon bits. They used to make that at La Pigeon here in town, and I would legitimately go there just to eat that. I was like, I don't give a fuck about dinner. Who gives a shit? Give me directly to dessert, because that shit was so fucking good.
That sounds fucking great.
It was amazing.
You know what? And a lot of people, I feel like they can screw up their cornbread. Like it can be a little like, it can have like a funky aftertaste. Like
Mealy.
It could be too
It could be very mealy.
Too
It could
dry.
be very mealy. It could be like sloppy.
It's really hard to make well, but when it's made well, holy fuck.
Yeah.
With honey butter?
That's my
Cornbread
next
with
step.
honey butter?
Cornbread.
do it.
It's one of the
I'm
best
gonna do
things on earth. It's so fucking good.
Pretty close. Pretty close.
I've never made a cornbread in my life. I just realized.
I've never even
treated
tried.
myself. You know what though? If I did, I would just, you know what I mean? It would just
eat the shit out of
I
it.
just eat. Yeah, there would be like there's no breaks like when I was a kid.
Right.
There's no one to slap my hand when I'm going for fucking fourths or whatever. I just,
Yeah, you just eat the whole fucking loaf. You eat
I would just
all
eat
of the
an entire-
cornbread.
Yeah, I just eat a whole loaf of cornbread
Yeah.
and just fucking deal with the consequence. That's no good. There's just times in your life where you don't. That's why I don't buy those Intamin donuts, like 12 packs anymore.
Oh, no.
I will eat 12 donuts. I just will
Yes,
eat
for
them
sure.
Yep.
in a night.
Yeah, the Franz old fashioned donuts, if I can't even allow that in my house.
No,
I'll absolutely consume all of them.
I go by and I just keep circling and taking nibbles, and then next thing I know, I'm just like looking at an empty box.
Yeah.
Fucking tears in my
I don't
eyes.
buy ice cream anymore because of the same thing. Like I can't. There's a salted caramel ice cream from Tillamook ice cream, and I would
God
fucking
damn.
murder somebody for that. Like it's so fucking. I'm like I can't have that in my fucking house. I cannot.
Get it
do
away from me. Can't fucking do it.
Yeah.
I live a life of self. I'm like one of those monks from like a Anyway, well,
From a place.
I've officially can't. I've left the heater on in my room, and it's too far away to turn off, so it's very hot, and I'm baking. Anyway, yeah. So I said cornbread. Did you have a backup?
Yeah, I would say bacon flavored baked beans, like the
Oh yeah,
the with the thick chunks of bacon in it. Mm-hmm. God,
It's like a little sweet. It's a little
so
good.
fucking good.
Yeah, that's so good.
But I mean, that's
All
why
of those
barbecue is so
sides-
delicious. All the sides are good. Like there's almost nothing where you get at a barbecue place where I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking eat that. Like it's like all of it is like, this is all great.
The other great thing too with a plate of barbecue, all those bites interchangeable. You can just mix and match.
Yeah.
Almost every bite. You can throw little beans in with your potato salad, little beans in with your coleslaw. You know, little meat, little coleslaw, little meat, little potato salad. You can just kind of like, just a little bit of everything. It all goes together. It all marries so well.
Yes.
So
for
good.
sure.
So good. Well,
Shit.
yeah. Well, anyway, so do we have winners in the?
You guys are tied on both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
That
fair.
makes sense.
I'm gonna give a special shout out to Mac Salad because you throw a little sriracha in it.
Ooh.
But I feel like that's, to me, in my mind, Mac Salad, a little more of a Hawaiian situation.
Yeah.
To me, it's like
Not barbecue.
it is, and it can be, but in my mind, it's best when it's a Hawaiian side.
Yeah.
Like, because you get
Especially
a little bit.
Hawaiian macaroni salad is different from like pasta salad. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah. There's
Yeah.
1,000 times more mayonnaise in Hawaiian macaroni salad. Like it's
Yeah. A pasta salad, I feel like it's more of like a. I
Yeah,
think
there's
of like Italian dressing.
vinaigrette
or
and
something.
shit in it.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway, but yeah, the Mac Salad, little sriracha in it is like one of my favorite things on fucking earth. I fucking love it. Anyway, I love how this podcast starts off gross about fuck jokes, and we just get right into like, look, the perfect food.
It's a hedonist. I mean, this is a podcast
true.
for hedonists.
That's true.
If you like sensory pleasure, this is where you want to. That's what we like for sure, 100%. So
yeah,
can't deny it. It's the only thing that brings me joy.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in on the Twitch stream. Thanks everybody who's listening at home on the podcast. Love you guys so much. If you haven't already, think about joining our Patreon. Really low price, and then we'll throw in any. And by the way, if you're a Patreon subscriber and you want more, you want us to do something else, fucking send us a message. Let us know. You know, like like we definitely want to give everybody like anything they want. You know what I mean? Like we're just so happy that you guys are like helping us out. That you're fans of the show. We just want to. We're here for you. What else? I don't know. Fucking this was a fun one.
I actually have 2 shows coming up this week.
Oh my god!
Can I pitch them?
Busy Dan.
I know it's ridiculous. Quarantine has been really bad, but so one show I mentioned it last week, but it got put off because of the fucking ice storm. It's called The New Normal at the Garages Satellite Pub in Beaverton. It's a 3-hour show, so show up whenever the fuck. It's from 7:30 to apparently he thinks it's going to end at 10:30, but he's wrong. It's going to be more like 11:30. So that show is happening on Monday. And then on Friday, I will not be on this podcast. I will be doing a show at this place called the Iron Tap, which is a Viking themed beer bar on somewhere in Hillsborough, somewhere in Beaverton. Okay. And I'll be headlining that show on Friday night. So
very cool.
That's going to be fun. That show also has Kyle Adams, who's a really great comedian, and then
very funny. Very funny.
Some other people. So I don't remember who else it is. But
so come watch Portland comedy crawl out of the ashes.
Yeah, for sure. If you want to come see me stumble over words, that'll be a great time to do it. I'm going to do it for quite a while, so it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it, but
that's awesome.
In any case, that's what's happening next week for me, and that's it.
Yeah, that's fucking great. I definitely want to get back out and hit these open mics.
There's only one, so
there's like 3, but they're all like various like Beaverton, Hillsborough, like fuck, they're like very
the
apart.
Beaverton one is out on you. Well, yeah, that one's okay.
I think there's one in Salem too. Anyway,
there's one in Salem.
So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining in. Definitely go check out Jan's show if you're in town. Go check out all the Carnival Studios podcasts under the Carnival Studios umbrella,
including Chumba and Wumba.
It is, and specifically there are 2 episodes you really should listen to.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
Yeah,
both of which are the clip shows.
The clip shows are
the
really
clip
funny.
shows are the best. The one that was hosted, the episode that they came out with recently that you 2 were the special guest hosts is complete garbage. Don't listen to that.
I wouldn't even bother with that.
That one's
one.
not even good. But the other 2,
other clip shows,
they're fantastic. They're really
dynamite.
Good. Yeah. And listen to all of is. Anyway, I don't even want to say what I'm going to say.
Yeah. Listen to Assville, listen to Booty Town, listen to Dump Trucks Are Us.
Dump Trucks. Listen to I Buy Too Many Shoes. That's another one. That's another one that's in there.
Yeah.
And real quick.
Thickberg.
We just got the tie-breaking votes. Coleslaw and Vegemite, take it.
Oh, shit!
That makes sense.
Hey, well, that got in right under the wire. See,
you're the winner.
They mailed that one. They mailed in that ballot.
I demand a recount. Somebody storm the fucking studio. I need to.
That's funny. All right. Well, anyway, thanks everybody for listening. Hope you had a good week. We'll see you next week. And for Dan, Randy, and I, hail Satan and fuck 12.
Hail Satan. Fuck pigs.
Lying face down the street, take down The